Hello, this is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Here with my mountain bike in an undisclosed section of Ocean and Monmouth County, New Jersey. I stumbled upon Anthony here, who is in the woods making a bike, a ramp, a pump track sort of type of thing. Can you tell us what you're doing back here?
It's pretty much just going to be trails for everyone to ride. Just more or less BMX jumps, but some mountain bike stuff too. Pretty much just fun stuff to ride out in the woods with everybody.
Awesome. So what do we have here? What's the lay of the land?
It's going to be 3 sets from this point, and it's going to go, one's going to go down the hill to where like the mountain bike trail goes, and then the other one's going to rip through that trail, this trail, and then this actual line is going to snake off into 2. And it's going to be a really big set down the middle, and off to the left is going to be like a more intermediate style jumps.
Awesome. So let's take a walk down and then see what we have planned here.
So this is going to be like pretty much start from right here on this hill, and then you'll be able to either go this way, which is going to be a shark fin, and go down the hill to the smaller section or the mountain bike trail, or you could come through the berm and go straight over this roller. There'll be another lip there, and then it'll just jumps down the hill. But up here should be pretty fun and technical for mountain bikes, BMX bikes, 26s, everything. So it should be pretty fun.
I've seen places like this before, and I admire your work because it really looks like you know what you're doing back here. With the type of dirt that's available in this particular area and the way you're carving it out, where'd you learn all this?
Pretty much just going out in the woods and doing it on my own. There's a couple older guys like Adam Aloise, Ronnie Brown, out in the trails out in Beechwood. It's called Area. They built a lot of big BMX jumps, BMX courses, and they're pretty much like the frontiers, I guess you could call them, of BMX. So being around them a lot, it wore off on me, but I just try to mine and do stuff like they would do it, you know?
So I can see some of this area is raked out here.
Yeah, this is pretty much just all the prep work before it gets mined up. All this underneath us is probably red clay, like 3 or 4 inches down. So once we get all this top layer crap off and use it for stacking and making stuff taller, it should end up pretty good dirt-wise under here.
And then this section over here, I see these are pretty steep ramps. How's this all going to work?
This is actually going to be a roller, and this will all be flattened out, and then right here is the marking for the lip. So this will be a lip, and then that'll be the landing, and this will be the first actual jump into all the lines. So
this is going to be flat up top here, or is it just going to be vacant?
It's gonna be straight. The back of the lip should go straight down right here, and then once this is cleaned up, it'll come straight down to right here, so then it'll just be perfectly square.
Okay. And then going down a little bit further here, looks like we have another series of ramps coming up.
Yeah, this one's just going to be a nice like little setup jump, I guess you could call it. So if you do go straight, the next one could be like a trick jump, so you can go high, do tricks, whatever you want to do, or you'll be able to actually like drift out to the left on this landing. And then that next jump, you'll have to be cooking for, so you have to get a good solid pump off it.
Okay. And then anything, the tree, I guess you could utilize for...
The main goal with the tree was to go over the tree.
Okay.
But as we found out, that that landing comes too close to the tree, so it'll be too squished.
Okay.
So we kind of just put it next to it. It'll probably just stay there. Yeah,
it looks like it's all rotted out, so if it has to come down, it could come down.
Yeah.
And then this looks like this has been here for a while. I guess this wasn't part of what you're doing.
This is what you don't do at trails. Don't dig holes like this, because this is how shit gets shut down real quick.
So I guess there could be a danger to hikers, is what you're saying, why they would shut it down?
Pretty much any reason for anyone to come back here and complain about us.
Is because of a hole like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't do that.
And then do we have to worry about drainage? What are your plans for drainage?
Drainage, we're pretty much we're pretty much okay on puddles and drainage because the hill that we're on, it's so steep that I really don't have to worry too much about it.
Okay.
It's more or less the keeping of water, because that lake, there's a lake over there. It's like a mile away.
Okay.
So instead of having to haul all of our water in, the object is to dig a couple 50-gallon drums in the ground, and then just have water, like divert the water down the hill into the drums. This way that we could just fill our water cans up and use them right there.
And is that what's going on over here?
Yeah, this little drainage over here, that's pretty much the main point of it. Just so when all the water comes flowing down the hill, it either comes this way, that way, whatever way it wants to go, and it'll just find its way into that little hole, and it'll be dug down about 2 more feet, and then there'll be 2 drums dug in the ground from that 2 feet. This way the water just runs right into it.
I really love how you made this little hut back here.
Yeah,
can you tell us?
Awesome.
Can you tell us a little bit about it and show us inside?
Yeah, the teepee was pretty much you think we could do it idea, and we did it. It's mostly all the brush that was laying around. That was on the trails from previous years, and sandy and everything else that came through these woods. So we pretty much just put all the wood to use and made a teepee. So we got somewhere to chill and sit.
And it looks like just gravity's holding it up, and they're staked into the ground, what, about a foot or so?
Yeah, about a 1.5 feet I dug them down, and then used red clay just to fill the posts up, make it like cement, make sure it's brick hard.
Okay. And what about when it rains? I guess you get wet a little bit?
No, I was actually out here in the snowstorm yesterday. Yesterday morning I was out, and then there was no snow in there or nothing. I couldn't believe it. It was awesome.
And I could see some light through it, but I could definitely see how it could shed somewhat of water. What about wind? What do you have to be worried about in the wind?
I don't really know yet, honestly. I was out here the other day when it was blowing pretty hard, and it was okay, but I think that's the craziest wind that we're going to have. I hope nothing too bad comes through, but I think wind-wise we're pretty much okay.
Yeah, if you ever want to get away for the night, you could actually camp out back here.
Yeah, right.
Why not? Right?
Get away from the missus.
That's right. Set up a tent too if this is not enough.
Move it out of the house. See ya.
So I mean, these are how tall would you say one of these ramps are?
Right now, like these are just the bases. This is all pretty much prep work, so I can, when everything gets shaped up and squared up, I can pretty much go straight up.
Okay.
But like this lip will probably be another 3 feet higher, all said and done. A lot skinnier, probably be this tall.
Wow.
And then the landing will probably be another 10 or 12 feet on top of that.
Now, how does one start to build themselves up to get to be able to jump something like that? It's just not an average rider could hit a ramp like that and know what the hell to do when they get to the other side, right?
Yeah, this is like pushing the limits pretty much for what BMX dirt jumping is right now. Like this line right here is, I'm building this to change the game pretty much.
Nice. So this is like a little bit of step above competition type ramps?
Yeah, this line's gonna be, you won't see anything this size on TV, videos, anything.
Excellent. And then what are your plans over here? I see an area cleared out, a little flat spot.
This is just gonna be, started digging out the foundation. Pretty much gonna just make a shack. It's gonna be a couple stairs down into it, and then this whole area, about like right here, it'll be mined out straight down, probably 7 or 8 feet until we hit sand. When we get all the clay up and everything, utilize it, and put a couple posts in the ground, put some wood on top, and call it a house.
All right. I see you have a pretty heavy-duty wheelbarrow here, trucking a lot of the clay around the different areas. It looks like it's a lot of work. What's maintenance going to be like back here on a weekly, monthly basis? What kind of work would you have to do?
It all depends on the weather, pretty much. Just pretty much how hot it is in the summer, how much it rains. In the summertime, the more rain, the better.
Okay.
Honestly, just to keep everything moist and intact. But no one really knows yet, because when they had the jumps back here previously, they didn't find the clay that I found.
Okay. You struck gold, per se, in the words of clay. And I've seen areas like this before where there's tarps covering. Is that what function does that do?
We'll have tarps out here probably in a month or two, but pretty much the tarps are good because like in the summertime you could water all the jumps so they're nice and wet, and it could be 90 degrees at night. But if you tarp them, they stay nice and moist.
Okay.
And then, like you don't want to ride dry trails because then you start casing stuff and you start hitting stuff and pieces start breaking off when they're dry. So the wetter the better, pretty much.
Okay. And hence that's what the water collection's for. So you can have some type of spray system, or you just dump buckets on it.
We just got watering cans. I wish we had sprinklers. That'd be awesome. But yeah, we just got watering cans. Just fill them up and water just like you would flowers.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, a little portable generator, a little water pump, you could probably
awesome.
rig something up.
Kid in the world.
It's just a matter of carting the stuff back and forth. This is a pretty far destination. It took me a long time to get back to this area, so it's not something that you're going to see a lot of passerbyers coming by here. And this is an undisclosed section of Monmouth and Ocean County, so we're not really giving up this location, but it is absolutely beautiful. Anthony, I'd really like to thank you for showing us around here today.
No worries. It's awesome.
This is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I'd love it. I'll see you soon.